This year, having had some lead-up time, having had time to take our team to Italy, work with them in the spring, work with them a little bit in the fall, that's been really helpful.
Let's go, new season.
Together, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. All the returners are in a really good place in terms of knowing the expectations of the program, being familiar with how we coach, and us being just familiar with how to coach each of them collectively and, more importantly, individually to try to get the most out of them. People like Anna Silent, Michaela, Kaylin Simon, they're going to have to transition into roles that, where they were a secondary option before, they may have to be a primary option this year. The lessons we learned from last year in terms of, the expectation of being mentally tough, of being consistently performing at a high level every day in practice and then doing that every day in games. I hope some of those things transfer to this year, but it's going to be very challenging for us. It really depends on the growth that those returners especially make from last year to this year, their senior year. What do you want your legacy to be?
1, 2, 3, shots!
I think they're going to have to be that ecosystem to help everyone, kind of stay bought in and stay positive. That's what good seniors, will do.
Those three, I would say, are really like an extension of Molly on the floor. And I think that's what you really need in order to be successful as well.
Anna is really competitive, really tough. Reminds me of Molly's personality a little bit. And then you got Kaylin, she's really smart, a great student, great basketball mind. And Mishka is just so tough and big, very talented. So all those three together, being here for 4 years, they have that leadership, the seniority. So they're a really good mix.
We have a really well-rounded staff. They're good people. I enjoy going into the office every day. That's really important to me. One of my assistants is a former player, Natasha Smith, and she was one of the most hardest working players I've ever coached, somebody who's had to overcome a lot of adversity in her personal life, and one of the things I've appreciated most about her is that it never impacted who she was on the court. Always the same passionate basketball player, and still brings that today. And then I have Arthur Moreira, who started out, he's a manager for my husband's men's team at Sonoma State, and he's from Brazil, so he brings an ability to help us recruit internationally. He has been promoted to an assistant coach this year. He's doing a fantastic job of networking, of getting to know coaches across the country, so he's been very much a sponge on the court in terms of learning. I have Camille Williams in our Director of Ops position. She and I played together in high school, so it's awesome to have her on board this year. She's highly organized, really efficient. My associate head coach is Janelle Jones. We competed against each other at the Division II level, and she's someone who I had always respected as a coach, and she's somebody who is not afraid to challenge ideas that I have and bring different ways of looking at things, and that's exactly what I want from that position.
In the guard position, I think we're multi-positional to where anyone can bring the ball up at any time, which is going to be great for transition. And they all have different strengths that they can bring.
AP is kind of a 1-2 for us. She can come in when her feet are set. She's a good shooter. She needs to stay within herself. She can be a very good role player for us this year. Nia is coming off of a surgery, and we're hoping to get her back on the court. She's fearless, and she can knock down shots when you need her to. She's got nice athleticism. She's probably a wing, but she can play a 4 if we need her to play a 4 in a pinch, and probably guard a 4. Nini is a redshirt sophomore. She can really shoot the ball. She's 6'1". I mean, she's got nice size. Needs to work on her ball handling, needs to work on her physicality and not being afraid of contact and really getting in, mixing it up with rebounding. She can do all those things, but hers will be a matter of consistency. Can you come out and consistently do the things you're capable of doing? And if she can do those things, she can be a very, very good player.
Our newcomers are going to make an immediate impact.
I think Beck will need to help us. I think her strength, her physicality in the post. She has a good sense of how to play the game. She understands how to defend and how to position herself. She understands how to move in an offensive kind of motion situation.
And then Moa is just strong. She's extremely aggressive and likes contact. Like it's really good, and she's just a good teammate. She sets good screens and has a good feel for finding her teammates.
And then we have 2 JC transfers that came in, and and they'll both need to play minutes for us just in terms of our depth at the wing spot. Shannon, I think, is a really, really unselfish player. She does all the little things. She's always, you know, she's 5'6", but she's in for rebounds. She gets her hands on balls and knocks them away. Very good at penetrating and setting up teammates. Veronica, kind of the same situation. She has an ability to score the ball. Needs to become a more consistent defender and make that something that she values.
We're firm believers that X's and O's only can carry you so far. It's that toughness in March, and I think that's what our team did last year. They got tougher.
This is about the players. It's their program. It's their team.
I think they bought in and they've taken much more ownership of what we do on the court, and they take pride in how we practice every day. And I think because of that, you know, I think moving forward they're going to develop even more probably this year than last year.